Okay, here we are. This is a really pretty drive. See, all the trees are turning. We don't get red like they do as much on the East Coast, but we get a lot of pretty orange. And then this is the Smith River. So we're going to go along the Smith River, and 27 miles up here is the Smith River campground. So we're going to have to check that out, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful drive. So here's just some elk that we passed on our beautiful drive. There's a beautiful picture. Okay, so now we just turned off one road onto this road that's going to bring us out at a town called Drain, which we should show you the covered bridge there. It's really cool. Anyway, I just want to point out, you see where there's been cut, it's been logged, and they've replanted all the trees, and you can see the little trees there growing. I think it's really interesting. A friend of mine was a BLM manager, and it's really interesting to learn how they manage that, how they just don't come in and cut all the trees down and walk off and leave the land bare. They actually manage it in cycles, and they plant it, and so many years have to go by before they cut near it, and it's actually very interesting. So I just wanted to show you that little bit of our drive, and the rest of this is still beautiful. That's a good example of how you can see where the trees are, and then those are actually, you can see how all the trees are the same. That was cut years and years ago, and then they're moving on to this, but that's now regrowing. So it's kind of interesting. We decided to take a little stop and let Snickers get out and tinkle. And I think this is such a pretty place. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is our white truck, and that is what we're following. There's not even any names on this map, but it's a beautiful trip, and it's just a lot of fun. But that's always kind of fun to see. Okay, you guys, I just want to tell you, this is clearly a paved road, and I just show you our little GPS, like it's not even marked. This is okay. This is a paved road, and actually a couple of times there's been signs telling you which ways to go for certain things. But we have taken a little road off. I don't know, one time we took a side road that we didn't intend on taking. It turned to dirt. It turned to a logging road up in the middle of I don't even know where. But luckily we got to a point where we had cell phone reception, and I was able to call that friend of mine that I told you is like, that was the BLM guy, and give him our coordinates, and he was able to walk us through how to get out of where we were at. So we were pretty lucky, but it is easy to get lost on side roads, so you have to be really careful. But this is clearly a road that you can take to get from one place to the other pretty easily. So we're on our way back down the mountain, and I just think this is a beautiful view, and I wanted to share it with you. It's pretty incredible. You can see some of the trees that are turned color out there. Just really pretty. And now we're gonna keep driving down that road and have lunch. Okay guys, after that drive, we had to stop at this great little Mexican restaurant because we are hungry. This is so good. There is the Colorado beef. And the Verde pork burrito. So yummy. So now we're at a town called Elkton, and we stop here, and Snickers likes to come down by the water. This is actually a boat ramp we're walking down, but the water looks fabulous today. And when it's low tide, you can walk right out to those rocks and all the way along the side. It's just super cool. And there's Snickers, he loves it. There's just a bunch of turkeys in a yard. It's Thanksgiving time, you guys. And they are charging so much for turkeys now at the store. You guys, you better be careful. Isn't that cool? Bunches of them. Just in these people's yard. That's a big bunch of them too. Well, we made it home. We had a great day. It took the majority of our day, but it was thoroughly enjoyable. We had a good time, and I'm glad we got to bring you along with us. But for now that we're home, I've got the cookie from the restaurant, and I'm making myself a cup of tea, and we're going to sit down and relax and just enjoy the rest of the evening. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.